How can a baby smile at someone they have never met? Inside a dream they will never remember? A newborn cannot speak, cannot understand language, cannot even fully recognize its own parents. And yet, in the middle of sleep, tiny smiles suddenly appear across the face as if the infant is reacting to an invisible world. For centuries, people believed these smiles were mystical. Some cultures thought babies were communicating with angels. Others believed infants were seeing another reality adults could no longer remember. But modern science discovered something even stranger. In the next few minutes, you are going to discover why newborn babies smile in their sleep, how the infant brain secretly trains itself for human connection, long before conscious memory exists, and why the first months of your life vanished almost completely from your mind forever. For a long time, scientists assumed newborn smiles meant almost nothing. Simple muscle reflexes, random neurological activity. But then researchers began closely studying infant sleep using brain imaging and behavioral observation. And what they found completely changed the understanding of early human development. A newborn brain is unbelievably active during sleep. In fact, infants spend far more time in rapid eye movement sleep than adults. This is the stage most strongly associated with dreaming, emotional processing, and neural development. While an adult brain uses sleep to organize experiences, the infant brain is doing something even more fundamental. It is building the human mind itself. And now here is where everything becomes fascinating. Scientists discovered that many infant smiles appear during rapid eye movement sleep before babies fully understand social emotion in waking life. That means the brain may be rehearsing emotional expressions before conscious social interaction even develops. Imagine that for a moment. Before a baby truly understands love, before language, before identity, the brain is already practicing connection. Tiny facial muscles activate automatically. Neural pathways strengthen. The nervous system quietly prepares for a world filled with human faces, voices, emotions, and relationships. And suddenly those mysterious smiles stop looking random. They begin looking like emotional training exercises created by evolution itself. But now the story becomes even stranger. Human babies are born far less neurologically developed than many other animals. A newborn deer can stand within hours. A human infant remains completely dependent for months and years. From an evolutionary perspective, this created a problem. Human survival depended on keeping adults emotionally attached to vulnerable infants long enough for the brain to fully develop. And smiling became one of the most powerful biological tools ever created. A smiling baby instantly changes adult behavior. People soften their voice, move closer, protect more carefully, feel emotionally connected. In other words, infant expressions may have evolved partly because they strengthen social bonds essential for survival. But now comes the most mysterious part of all. Almost nobody remembers these early months of life. You once experienced the world as an infant. You heard voices, felt warmth, dreamed strange, dreamlike sensations. But almost all of it disappeared. This phenomenon is called infantile amnesia. The human brain cannot form stable autobiographical memories early in life because critical memory systems are still developing. Your hippocampus, responsible for organizing long-term conscious memory, is not fully mature yet. So your earliest experiences vanish into darkness, but that does not mean they were unimportant. In fact, many scientists believe those forgotten months shape enormous parts of human psychology later in life. Early emotional experiences influence attachment, stress responses, trust, and social behavior long before conscious memory begins. Your brain remembers what your conscious mind cannot. Somewhere in the past, before your first memory, your infant brain was already learning how to connect with humanity, learning safety, learning emotion, learning faces, learning love, even while sleeping. And maybe that explains why infant smiles affect people so deeply. Because when adults see a newborn smile in sleep, they are witnessing something incredibly ancient and profoundly human. A developing brain preparing itself for connection in a world it does not yet understand. But now comes the final unsettling thought. Right now, somewhere on Earth, millions of babies are dreaming inside minds that cannot yet form memories. Entire emotional universes appearing and disappearing forever without words, without language, without conscious recall. Moments nobody will ever remember, yet moments that may quietly shape an entire human life. So the next time you see a newborn smile while sleeping, Remember this: you are looking at one of the earliest conversations between the human brain and the world around it, a silent rehearsal for becoming human.